Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. And you know, I never get tired of saying that, so sorry about that. Let's take a look at, let's see what temperature are today. And 71, we are in our beautiful weather. Look at that, 71 degrees. The water temperature is probably 80 degrees. Blue skies, beautiful waters. We're back to our beautiful season. It's that time of year again, folks. Anyways, if you're not from Florida and you ever come down here, hey, make sure you visit my store. I'm only a block or two away from this place right here that you're looking on the live cam. And if you do come down here, stay at the Windjammer Resort and Beach Club. They don't even know I'm giving you their name, but I've been using their live cam that's right down the street from my store for a year now. So thank you. Hey, let's see what's going on out here, and this is exactly what we got going on. Is we got the fiat currency time bomb going on, and I love this picture. I got to give credit to whoever took it. Beautiful picture. I'm going to save it as a for one of the pictures I'll use more in the future here. I have a feeling we'll see more of this, unfortunately. However, if you've been listening to the show, you know what fiat currencies are. Basically, a fiat currency is a human invention. We all know humans ain't perfect, and that's true, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Our imperfect humans are just got the printing presses rolling, and they are literally killing the dollar here. Spot prices, look at this graph right here. Overnight, this I did not expect. I didn't expect to see a over 1875, 1880, nearing that $1,900 mark. So soon. I thought we'd see a little slow trading up until at least next week, where I feel still that we could still see some monkey hammering next week. But this strength is very unusual, and it has everything to do with dollar weakness. Now let me take a look and show you where that is right here. This is the chart. This is the reason Bitcoin is going off the chart as well. Look at this one-day chart. We are up here. Not too long ago when gold took a hit, the dollar kind of, remember I've been telling you, now watch my cursor right here. Let me put the cursor up here. Remember I was telling you that the dollar is in a overall decline, even though it'll go like this. And we were talking about graphs too in bull markets, that bull markets don't always look like bull markets because they go up and down, and sometimes the downs are really big and scares people away, but overall the trend is up. Well, overall, the trend has always been up for gold for 5,000 years now. It's always been up. But the trend for the dollar and every other U.S. Or the trend for the U.S. dollar, which is a fiat currency, and what is a fiat currency? A fiat currency is a human invention. We all know humans ain't perfect. So you've got a falling U.S. dollar, and we've been off the gold standard since 1972. So we are the longest surviving fiat currency in history. And listen. This is why the money is, getting out of dollars. No one wants to be in dollars right now, and that trend is going to continue. Now we'll see some dollar strength, and again, it wouldn't surprise me to see it during the holidays here coming up. Some dollar strengths. It'll knock these markets down. It'll knock gold down a little bit. Bitcoin, I just don't completely understand. I think Bitcoin is more of a I don't want to. It's not a fad because there's people making money, and I respect people that make money on things like that. However, I do see it getting hit very heavily, and there's a lot of reasons I don't like Bitcoin. I think it's a fiat currency as well. I don't think it is. It is a fiat currency. Why is Bitcoin a fiat currency? Because it is a human invention, and we all know humans ain't perfect. That is why Bitcoin is, well, not necessarily, but it is a human invention. Gold is made by stars. There's a finite amount. That's the reason it's been around for 5,000 years. Eventually, even though everyone gets caught up in fiat currencies throughout history, since the Roman times, Greek times, I think the Romans were the first to really debase their currencies, but I could be wrong on that. But since Roman times, we keep getting fooled into thinking that fiat currencies will actually work, but they don't. No, there is no surviving fiat currency that has survived the longest than the U.S. dollar. We are the experiment right now. The U.S. dollar is the longest surviving fiat currency in history. And remember, Nixon took us off the gold standard, or closed the gold. Didn't take us off the gold standard. Closed the gold window in 1972. So basically, we were officially off the gold standard, and we're an official fiat currency. The United States dollar has been an official fiat currency since 1972, or really 71, I think, is when he put the act in order. So look at the fall of the dollar here this week. Wow, and that has a big impact on a lot of different things. Bitcoin is way up. I haven't even looked at what equities are doing in bonds and stuff today. And again, it's not my expertise, but I do like to see how they're doing compared to other markets. I'm going to look at the 5-day chart. And what are we going to see here? You see what I'm talking about? Those up days like that, and that has an effect on precious metals and other things. And again, I've seen that the dollar and gold have had a direct kind of correlation here, and an inverse correlation for some time now. So this fall in the dollar right here, precipitous fall in dollar, is certainly caused gold prices to go up dramatically today. And we'll get to those in just a moment. Let me see what I've covered here. We've covered the fiat time bomb. Fiat can be dollars, paper currency. Fiat can be Bitcoin. Fiat can be a lot of things. It can be a check, I guess, in a way. A check is kind of a fiat form of payment. However, what currencies, fiat currencies and Bitcoin, which is a fiat as well, can never be. It can never be tangible. It will never be tangible. Why? Because it can be tangible. I guess man-made things can be tangible, but it'll never be a tangible asset. And it'll never be a limited tangible asset like gold is. One of the stupid things I've heard recently was, well, gold is a relic now. I saw this in a big financial newsletter too. I was so surprised. The guy is so smart, and then he makes some, that just goes to tell you, try to stay out of areas that you don't know anything about. And it's so apparent that some financial people know nothing about gold, silver, and Bitcoin. And I got to tell you, I don't know a lot about Bitcoin. I really, really, really don't. I admit that fully 100%. The only thing I do know is Bitcoin is a fiat. It is not backed by anything tangible. That is a fact. Other than that, I'm kind of like clueless. I think it's cool. I think it might be a certain way to make transfers, or transfer fiat dollar to one person to another so they can buy gold. So I like that idea. However, gold and Bitcoin are apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. Gold is a store of wealth, and it's been around for 5,000 years, like I said, and it's made by stars. Here, I kind of got on this article. I didn't mean to do that and not talk about this, but all kinds of other news going on that makes markets real unstable and causes instability in economic markets. One of those is everyone is kind of waiting to see what happens with this, with what's going on. And you can look at the headline right here, and it kind of doesn't look too good. That might hurt markets a little bit. Besides having the dollar really take a shit, this is not helpful. What else is going on out there? Commerce Bank's gold bull run to continue into 2021. How much money do they pay these people to say this kind of stuff? I'm doing it for free on YouTube, and then you got Commerce Bank that probably pays someone like $500,000 a year, an analyst that knows nothing, probably has handled very little gold in their life to write these things. This is actually a Schiff article on. Let's see. Let's go to Peter Schiff right here. And Schiff Gold, I like Peter Schiff. Even though he sells gold and he's kind of a competitor, and I can still beat his prices. I do like reading him. I supported him in his election at one time as well. But Peter talks about the vaccines being rolled out and boosting optimism that the economy will soon rebound. But as we saw from that last article I was just showing you, that's not a good thing. So that could be causing choppiness in the markets as well. But it's kind of interesting to see when banks start saying, and a lot of banks have been saying gold and silver are going to go up, and it's like something new for them. But we've known this for a long time, folks. Listen to me and listen to them. Listen to everybody, and you'll get all kinds of different opinions and make your own opinion. Because again, that's the most important thing here, is that you make your own opinions. Don't get caught up in listening to. Learn and make your own opinions. That's my advice. Besides that, let's move along here to some other. I can't help stop looking at this dollar index. Wow, that's just kind of scary. I mean, let's one more time. Let's take a look here. Except I'm going to look at the chart that says all, and that goes from 1990. Very choppy chart, but overall, if you see what is happening here, we're in the end times of the fiat dollar. And it may survive some time. Never underestimate people that can print money. That's true. They have a lot of power. Let's see how long they can keep that up. Other news, too, is, I watched this video right here, and gosh, I got to tell you, here, let me see if I can expand that. this video right here where I got highlighted, I watched it. And there wasn't a lot of views on it, but it was from a colonel that was testifying in these hearings. My jaw dropped. I highly recommend you watch this, and I'm sure that this is going to have a play too, because something tells me it's not all over, and there's some crazy shit that's going to happen in, pardon my language, in 2021, and I believe that. Great article, by the way. I love Bill Blaine. I love reading his stuff. Blaine's Morning Porridge, December 17th, today, Thursday, actually. And the article today, he talks about Bitcoin. And wow, he basically is saying everything that we've been talking about for some time, and more or less that it's backed by nothing. Similar charges can be rolled out against Bitcoin, but the greatest issue, it's not real. It's just an invent. This is what... Again, I'm not dissing Bitcoin or the people that have made money in it, which, that's serious. I mean, fine, but it is an unregulated market, and to me, it's like the wild, wild west. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't just throw money and expect to make money. Of course, they're in a bull market right now for all intents and purposes. There's a lot of money being thrown into Bitcoin, but how much of that is big whales that are going to go in and manipulate that market? Make a ton of money and then leave all the little guys holding the bag. How many people are invested in Bitcoin having a clue what they're doing? They're just trusting a friend of a friend. I mean, there's a lot of dangers here. There's no danger. There's third-party danger as well, because what do you own? You just own an encryption key. What if someone else gets that encryption key? There's a lot of third-party risk involved with the fact that your stuff can be stolen as well. Mount Goy was an example of that, and perhaps they've fixed those problems. But again, Bitcoin is a fiat-type currency. It's backed by nothing tangible. So the fact is, it is a fiat, and it also is not regulated, and it's a little confusing for new people. However, again, people are making money on it, and as a capitalist, man, I can't diss that at all. I think that's pretty cool. So Bill Blaine kind of says the same thing here. Similar charges can be rolled out against Bitcoin, but the greatest issue is it's not real. It's just an invented, intangible idea. This is the key word right here, and he's absolutely right. I'm glad Bill Blaine gets this. Again, I read a newsletter from some people that have like billions of dollars of people's money, and on the front page, this guy says that gold is a relic, and that the new thing is going to be Bitcoin. He has no clue. And if he really believes that, then he must be a believer in fiat currencies. And let me ask him, how's that going for you, buddy? So, anyways, Bill Blaine makes some other things. God, I'd love to read this whole thing to you, but I can't because it is kind of long. And I'm going to go up here, go to the Morning Porridge, and this is not a paid subscription, I believe. This particular one, just type in Blaine's Morning Porridge, December 17th, 2020, Lord of Misrule. And maybe if you just type in Blaine, Lord of Misrule, under your search engine, this will pop right up. Not that long of a read, but I highly recommend you read it. If you like gold, you like silver, you like platinum, you like Bitcoin, you like even if you like fiat dollars, I highly recommend you read this article. Really, please do. And Bill, great job. I love this. Love it. Love it. I'm going to move on to precious metal prices right here, and let's see what's happening. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to show you this right up front because your jaw would drop too. And look, it just went up $5 since I refreshed it about 15 minutes ago. So, man, it's looking like we're going to touch that $1,900 area again. Big surprise for me, as I said at the beginning of the show. I didn't expect to see this up. I thought we were going to be trading in that 1830, 1870 range. But, hey, I guess I was expecting maybe we could see some dollar strength and we'd get some monkey hammering. And we could still see that by next week or before the end of the year. However, this is exceptionally strong. And again, it has everything to do with that dollar weakness. Wow. I wonder what happened. I'm going to have to read why the dollar got so much weaker, but maybe I don't have to read. We know exactly why. Because of who's in office and what they're going to do is they're going to endlessly print money, and they're going to kill the dollar. And no country is going to want to own U.S. dollars. Why would you want to own a form of fiat currency that just keeps decreasing and decreasing even more and looks like it's going to be in a worse position? You're going to do everything you can do to get rid of those dollars. You're going to get into even things like Bitcoin. So, but my suggestion, gold, 5,000 years of history, is you can't go wrong with that. Silver, my gosh, 71 cents. It just blew through that $25 range this week. $26, really? Right before Christmas, too. So this is a Christmas gift to all you gold and silver owners. But hell, this is still super cheap. If even sub $2,000 gold, if you don't have the money to buy gold right now, I think sub 2,000 is cheap. So, I mean, relax. If you can't get the low, fine, but you're going to make a lot of money even if you buy below 2,000. I'm sure of this. And that's my opinion, at least. And silver, same way, sub $30 silver I think is cheap. If you can keep accumulating sub $30 and sub $2,000 gold, and platinum, I like this level too, even above $1,000. And it looks like it shot back up to its high, 1,055. Kind of following gold, silver, and platinum, but again, I'm sure this has everything to do with the dollar. And if you've been following my show for the last year, I thought it was like 6 months, but it's been a year almost since I've been doing these. If you've been following my show for the last year, you'll know that this is all dollar related, and this is all stuff we expected. In the medium and long term, it's easy for us to see where this is going. Or it's easy for me to see, and I can help you see it as well. That's why I'm trying to educate you here. But on the short term, these little things like this even surprise the crap out of me. So anyways, nice day. Let's see what happens. If anything crazy happens today, crazier than what's already happened this morning with these up markets and the dollar crashing, I will do another show. Meanwhile, buy the dips when you can. And again, like I said, we may have an opportunity next week or before the new year during the holiday, slow trading part, to buy the dips again. It's possible because I think it's gone up pretty fast, maybe a little too fast. And this might apply to some other markets as well. So, best deals out there in precious metals are still Krugerrands. Man, you must be sick of me saying that because that is a damn ugly coin. That the guy that's on it, Kruger, whatever his name is, that's an ugly old dude. But on the backside of it, they do have a pretty, what is it? It's like a deer. I forget the name of it. I should know it's springtail or something like that on the back Krugerrands. But it's still the cheapest deal out there for mainstream products. Cheaper than Eagles, cheaper than Maple Leafs by about $10. So as far as silver goes, 90% silver is still the best deal out there. You can buy it really cheap. It's made by the U.S. Mint, the same people that make Eagles, my friends out. If you're listening to me, you're paying $4, $3.50, $4.25 over for silver Eagles. And you can buy U.S. 90% silver coins for spot plus anywhere from 85 cents to $1.60 or something like that, depending on the quantities that you're buying. And they're made by the same people, the U.S. Mint. Man, 90 is such a better deal. The other thing, too, there's no sales tax on 90 in Florida for any amount. So, this is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins. Call me anytime at 954-493-8811 for live precious metal prices. We're open, like I said, 10 to 4. Happy to answer any questions that you have. And our store is here 10 to 4. We have a real brick and mortar store. And if you live outside my area and you can't do business with me, I always recommend you do business with brick and mortar stores. Go visit the people personally. Go visit your local coin dealer, your local precious metal dealers. Keep that business in town. Don't send it out of town with online companies. Spend your money in town. And a lot of times your local dealers will be competitive and beat the people online. I do it all the time. And I still make a good living. Anyways, I'm sorry I said anyways. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. And as I said, anything really crazy happens, I'll do another video. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good day, folks.